Alright, today I am at the southern end of the Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail in Ohiopyle at the Ferncliff parking area. We're through hiking again this year. We're going northbound this time. So we're doing it a day quicker this time. We're going 5 days, 4 nights. So we'll discuss the details as I'm walking, but we got about 3 hours till sunset and we got 6.5 miles to get to camp. Pretty hilly day today. Supposed to be raining right about the time we get to camp, so hopefully we'll get done before rain. And I am staying in shelters on the whole trip. So me and Mike are about to head up. I guess there's other people already at the campsite, and or I guess the rest of our group is either on their way or already there. This is right outside of Wilderness Voyagers. I don't know what kind of birds these are. Somebody put something in the comments. Let me know what these things are. They're as big as chickens. Mile marker 0 and starting with a climb. Okay, we're already at the 1 mile marker, and it's only 0.5 of a mile on the GPS. So that is definitely wrong. And I remember that being a super quick mile last year. And I thought maybe it was seemed quicker because we were getting to the end of the whole trip last year, but yeah, that's definitely wrong. I think this is just shortly past the 2 mile marker. This is plenty of pictures have been taken from this overlook. Very nice. Youckanini River. And this is our Thanksgiving hike. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So everybody's bringing some kind of turkey dinner for their meal tomorrow. So who was on the trip here? Myself and Mike, John and Mark are already at camp, and I believe Jamie and Bill, I'm not sure where they're at, but yeah, the 6 of us, which done plenty of hiking with everybody in this group before. Now there's something with a thing with backpackers is you get what are called trail names, usually because of something that you did on trail. So I think I mentioned before in one of my more recent videos that I got the name Toe Sock. Mike back here behind me, he just recently got named Mr. Wednesday, but he hasn't approved it yet, so it's not official. And there's kind of a weird story about that one. Then Mark is Smoky because of a fire making incident, I believe, or lack thereof. John is Hot Pants because he caught his pants on fire cooking something. Jamie is Lost and Found. I haven't heard that one before, so I want to get the story behind that one. And then Bill has a couple names: Scarecrow or Sir Packs a Lot, which because he packs a lot. And then Jamie and Bill collectively are known as Last Tent Standing.
Yeah.
Oh, when did that happen? When did he get rid of his 4-pound shoes?
I made him, well, because he kept having foot problems, and I'm like, you need to buy. I let him try this pair.
It's about 7:15. We're going to be getting out of here very shortly. Bill and Jamie's ready to go. We're just finishing up, packing up, and I got down to 56 inside the shelter last night with the fire going. It's a little chilly right now, but yeah, it just finished raining as we were kind of getting up this morning, and it was raining pretty good this morning. Mike said he saw lightning. I don't know. I didn't hear anything. Kind of a gray day, but we got to start at the beginning of our days. We'll hike back out to the main trail over there, and then we are going to have like a 2 mile straight uphill. It's the toughest hill on this whole entire trail. But once we get up top, everything's smooth sailing after that for the rest of the trail. So Yeah, try not to get too burned out on this because we got at least an 18-mile day today.
Well,
So don't want to burn all my calories on this first hill. 1.3 miles from camp. It's been all uphill. You can see the profile top of the line right there if it's showing up on here. It took 40 minutes to get up that hill. I believe that is called Sugarloaf Knob up there. Pretty cool. Very interesting mushrooms. Alright, so I was doing a little bit of figuring. In 2018, I hiked 410, 420 miles, something like that. Last year, I only did like 380, 390, something around that area. And then after I was doing some addition this year, after the last trip at North Fork Trail, I was already at 520 miles for this year. So yay me. First time ever 500. And then by the end of this trip, I should be right around 600. And if I don't make it, I still have one more trip I'm going to do in the works, working on for middle of December. This is we had a
fantastic
break spot here last year. This is an awesome break spot.
I got some really good.
This is where I sat on this bridge and hung my feet in the water last year. This is just off the trail, and I don't remember seeing this last year, but that's a beautiful little waterfall. Really nice creek. So, having a little snack while I'm walking here. Meat Pop-Tart. A relatively new bridge. There's the old one. And, I guess they repurposed this one as a bench. This water's pretty deep. Moving pretty good. And, got a double bridge. So I believe this is like an island here. Out in front here doing some solo hiking. I think I'm just gonna keep solo hiking all the way to the proposed lunch spot. There's a cross-country skiing warming hut, and I'm gonna stop there and have lunch. I'm at 7 miles on the day, just past the 13-mile marker on the trail. So that warming hut is about the 18-mile marker. So what's that? Another 5 miles to get to the lunch spot. Just came across this bridge, and here's the big lake. I'm not sure what the name of this is. I want to say it's like Cranberry Dam or Cranberry Dam Lake or Cranberry Lake or something to that effect. Cranberry Glade. I don't know. I don't have a map with me. But I just, you know, I'm pretty familiar with most of the sections of this trail, and it's nearly impossible to get lost on this trail. So, really didn't feel like bringing one. Don't think I mentioned what the entire plan was for this trip. 5 days, 4 nights. Yesterday was just you know, six and a half miles into the campsite, just because we weren't starting first thing in the morning. Today is scheduled to be 18 miles plus the connector trail to Grindle Ridge. I'm not sure how long that connector trail is. That's one of the only places I have not camped up here. Tomorrow scheduled to be 14 miles, and then staying at the turnpike shelters And that's a pretty decent walk from the main trail down to the turnpike shelters. Maybe a half a mile. And then the next day, supposed to be the longest day, 19 miles. At the end of that day, we have a relatively long walk, maybe a mile from the parking lot down to the shelter areas. So yeah, we're probably looking at 20 miles on that day. And then the last day, I believe, is 12 and a half. Yeah, 12 and a half scheduled back out to the northern end of the trail. As far as camping, this is not one of those places where you can just set up a camp anywhere like a national forest. You're only allowed to camp at the designated campsites, and I believe there are 7 of them, if I'm counting correctly. Pretty cool little cave. I don't know if these rocks just recently fell off of the top or what. They definitely look different than the rocks up top. But yeah, it does look like those ones in the back look stacked.
Yeah.
But how would you do that?
I have no idea.
It's aliens, man. Bigfoot.
Gotta be Bigfoot.
All right, time for the song of the day. Day 2. I'm going to make the official one, the song that I just randomly woke up with this song stuck in my head. Frankie Valli, Grease. Kind of getting another song in my head now, and but the song I'm getting into my head is yesterday's unofficial song of the day. I want to say It Wasn't Me, maybe the name of the song. I think the artist is Shaggy. I'm gonna have to check on that one, because that might be a Shaggy featuring somebody else or whatever. But yeah, I did not make that official yesterday. So yeah, today Frankie Valli, Grease.
That you have to tap it or the bears will get you.
18. Okay, we're at the parking area. There's the warming hut up there. It's our break spot. About 13 miles right now. And I believe that our campsite for tonight should be about another 5 miles. Let's see if we can find it on here. We are right here. And we're camping at Grindle Ridge, 24. So 19, 24, yeah, 5 miles. I've just been informed that the warming hut is closed. A lot of good that's doing. It was open last winter in the middle of winter, or 2 winters ago, I guess it was. So I guess I gotta sit over here on one of these cold picnic tables. Eat my lunch over here. Alright, so this is, of course, as soon as I sit down and open my bag, it had to start raining a little bit. But this is my lunch today. Is tortillas, salami, pepperoni, provolone, and then so there's one there, and then hot pants with his wife. The kids had these pumpkin rolls, so that'll be a little snack after. This is our little cemetery right off of the main road here. Alright, not the best of views today. There's a breeze blowing in, some kind of misty rain right now. And there's another overlook down to our right, about 50 yards or so down the trail. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I don't remember this big boulder sitting here before, but maybe it was. That seems like it could have fell off of something recently. I don't know. All right, first time coming into the Grindle Ridge camping area. Nice little tent area there. They got a tent pad over there, fire ring here, and then shelters. And let's see what else we got over here. It looks like the bathrooms are over. No, that's a shelter. So this should be, I believe this is one. We got 1 and 2 reserves. So this one, and yeah, we got these two right next to each other. Bathrooms and wood pile over there. I'm assuming the water pump's over there somewhere too. And,
the streams down past, go past these,
stream
and past number 5, and there's a stream over there that the water's really good out of.
Okay, yeah, because I did hear the water at the pump sucks here.
Yeah. And they have a tent pad over there.
Yep, saw that. Alright, here is Thanksgiving dinner. In this bag I got stuffing mixed with canned chunk turkey. This bag is buttered mashed potatoes with turkey gravy mixed together. And of course, Fireball. So Mr. Wednesday brought moonshine. And he's got cups with everybody's trail name on it.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I love it.
These are really nice campsite. The bathrooms are well maintained. Good wood pile over there. And we did get water. There's a little waterfall over past shelter 5 that we got our water out of last night. So today we will be hiking down the slopes at Seven Springs and crossing the Turnpike Bridge and staying at the Turnpike shelters. 14 miles scheduled on the schedule. And yesterday was my new best day ever, 19.3 miles. But we'll be topping that on Saturday. It rained overnight pretty good, but it seems like it's mostly stopped. I think it's just falling off the trees now. So I'm expecting some muddy trails today. All right, so yesterday we stopped for lunch at the 653 parking lot. John's wife and kids came in and met us over there, and they had some some fluorescent orange that they're letting me borrow because we're currently just walking real close to a shooting range, and tomorrow is the first day of deer season. So they are letting me use this buff and vest. Coming out into a nice and foggy Seven Springs. Alright, up here at the top of the slopes, we're coming out to Lake Tahoe. And it's pretty much the high point of the entire trail. I believe during the regular season you can get food over there, but it kind of looks closed right now. So, trail's back out this way. And we just got the bad news that Smokey is calling it quits. I guess he did something to his ankle. It took him an hour to go a mile. So John's wife's coming to pick him up, and yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's to the left of the trail, and a really good view to the right. An empty parking lot. Yeah, you can see a pretty good distance. We're climbing up out of the road from County Line Road where Highlands Market is. And just 50 feet off the main trail. This is one of the springs that Seven Springs is named after. Still fun. Alright, well John just went back to fill up his water bottle at the spring, and I'm going to try this out. This is the one I found on the trail yesterday. Jet Blackberry. I have not had this flavor before. It's unopened, so I'm going to trust that it's good. I don't see any expiration date. Let's see. It couldn't have sat on the trail that long. Best by 4. I can't see it. What's this say? Best by what? Right there at the bottom. I can't read it.
4:15.
I better not try it.
Hey,
Oh, no,
it's only
wait.
5 years old.
Is it 4? Yeah, I guess it would be. It wouldn't be like
April.
It wouldn't be like April 15th. It'd be the year 2015, I guess. Okay, maybe I shouldn't try it.
Hey, you might want to hold on.
This is the Route 31 crossing, and I believe this is where, on a clear day, you can see the top of the steel building in downtown Pittsburgh, but not today. So, we get across here. These trucks are barreling down around here. All right. That's the county, Westmoreland County line. The trail is right here. This is the Route 31 shelter area. It's probably my least favorite of the shelter areas. It's easy to get to. It's the closest one to the main trail. It's just a few steps off the main trail. But last time I was here, they did not have a good fire pit firewood pile. This time they do. But Shelter 5 is way up on the hill, so that would be a pretty good haul if you were taking firewood up there. 3 and 4 are over there, right off the trail. I believe that's 1 and 2 right next to each other over there. And last time I went to check it out, I had to cross a stream down there to get to those. Another reason I don't like this shelter area is right across Route 31 over there is there's a rock quarry, and they start their operations before the sun comes up. So you hear beep, beep, beep from the trucks over there. That's what wakes you up. And yeah, we're not staying here tonight. We just stopped here for a break, for lunch break, and figured we at least have somewhere dry to sit down in the one shelter over here. All right, time for the song of the day for day 3. I've had quite a few songs stuck in my head today. I woke up with some reason with Outkast's Miss Jackson in my head. I don't know where that one came from. A little while later, a little bit ago, I was trying to think of the theme song from Rocky because of something that John had mentioned, and the wrong song popped into my head, and I was humming Final Countdown from Europe. I got that one in my head for a little bit, but the main song of the day and the official song of the day is Another One Bites the Dust, Queen. And I know where that one came from because every one of the mile markers we pass, John will yell out, "Another one bites the dust." So yeah, that's the official song of day 3. And there's the 35.5 mile marker. Unofficial, I guess. Good place to take a break on these boulders, but we already had our lunch. The Turnpike Bridge. Nice.
They love this shit. Nobody does it anymore.
Got it. That was a good idea to retire these. Now this is the third time that I can think of that I've come through this section of trail right here. There's a logbook, really good water source. I'm filtering water. John kept on going to camp. So unless Mike catches up to me, this will be a good chance for me to get some solo hiking in, although I think there's only about another 1.5 miles to the spur trail, and then another half a mile down the spur trail to the camp. So unless Mike catches up to me, by the time this water's done filtering, I'll get like a 2 mile solo hike in. So I'm just mixing up my Propel here. The reason I'm getting water here is the water at the turnpike shelters where we're staying is the pump water is just terrible. If you see my Forbes State Forest video, it's nothing but iron, or it's orange water. And the spring was dried up pretty much when we were there. There's a spring. I'm expecting it to have enough water from the rain we got over the last few days, but I don't want to chance it and have to come all the way back down here. Alright, I'm showing 15.4 miles today. And just got to camp. It is, what time is it? 4:30. So we got half an hour till sunset, official sunset. Shelter 2, this is it for the night. Unfortunately, Shelter 1, hear voices. Shelter 1 is over there. 3 is over there in the woods. 4, there's the bathrooms. 4 and 5 are down past the bathrooms. There's the trash cans. Woodpile is up the access road. So unfortunately, this is going to be a pain getting all this firewood up here, and there's none up here. So I got to get started working on this fire, like pronto. I can see the spring down there, and there is water. So I carried all this water for nothing, it looks like. Oh well. It was only a mile something, a little over a mile. Alright, so fire attempt, everything was too wet, even with Vaseline cotton balls. So John is betoning the wood over here, and me and Mike are making fire sticks, feather sticks, and hopefully this will work. It's getting cold. Got the good fire going. Got the probably not showing up. M&M, peanut M&Ms going, and got a good chair with a back on it. This is my one luxury item that I did bring on this trip. Is if I switch this headlamp. There we go. My Crazy Creek chair with the back on it. Good for sitting in these shelters in front of the fire. Alright, we just took the short connector trail up here to the top of Beam Rocks. And I don't know if I should jump across here. It looks wet on it. It looks dry on both sides. Nice. Okay. Yeah, just as I expected, not the greatest of views today with all the haze. But yeah, Beam Rocks. I think they're 90 foot high. But there are better views in my video from this past January. I think the video is Wolf Rocks, Beam Rocks. I'll put the thing up in the cards or whatever it's called. Let's see, have a look up there.
Nothing quite that gives you perspective on how high that is.
Looks like the sun will hopefully make an appearance shortly. That would be a nice change of pace. This is one of just a few areas on the entire Laurel Highlands Trail that you really have to pay attention to where the trail is. One being coming down the slopes at Seven Springs, where the trail goes back into the woods, and where it comes back out of the woods at the stables. And then this section of trail through this pine forest, there are a few intersecting cross trails. This is one of the few bridges on the entire trail that is not just a log bridge. And this section through this pine area is pretty muddy. And there's a summit trail branching off again. Alright, this rock is supposed to look like a T-Rex head. A Tyrannosaurus head with an arm right there, maybe. It's a stretch, but you can kind of maybe make it out. Trail go that way?
I don't know if the trail goes that way.
Yeah, blazes are over here. Blazes are here.
Oh, it's there. That's
Yeah.
who goes that.
Good luck. We'll run something back to you.
There you go.
Okay, crossing Route 30. Pretty good view over there. Oh yeah, the tic-tac-toe board.
We lost the thing here.
Chairs.
Doesn't look like Circle can win.
Circle doesn't have a chance.
Where'd all the circles go? You ever seen this before? Huh? Well, that's sad.
At least some new circles might be easier to make than some new squares.
Yeah.
Like how somebody got a bridge over top there. That's pretty structurally safe, I'd say.
Coming to get you, number 70. Coming to get you.
Time for the song of the day, day 4. This was there was a song that John had mentioned, and this song just immediately popped into my head instead. So today's song of the day, Knock 3 Times, Tony Orlando and Dawn. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Pretty cool. serious maze here. Okay, we just turned off of the connector trail that goes down to the shelters. This is the trail to the parking lot. We're meeting John's wife over here. She has been kind enough to bring us in some subs from the place that we got pizza at on last year's thru hike. So yeah, we're going over here. We're going to meet her in a second, hopefully. And there's another girl over here that's just coming in for the night to camp down at our camp down there with us. And so the last few miles, actually the last probably 5-6 miles, we've been going back and forth, passing and repassing each other. There's this couple, and they're just doing an overnighter. They're staying down at the same shelters where we're headed. And John just told them to check out my YouTube video for the trip that we're doing. And the dude said he's actually seen my channel before. I was shocked because I have like, what, 21 subscribers or something. So that was pretty, thought that was pretty strange. Alright, it took us a little while to get this fire going. We had a fire log in there, and now it's going alright. We got the tarps up to keep some of this heat in, and yeah, this is the sub I'm about to work on. 2 subs, 21-inch sub. Alright, Mike's got a bacon cheeseburger, no tomato. I got a chicken farm. Look how gigantic these are. We need like some kind of size comparison.
I think, yeah, I think we need to open them up to really get a full. We'll get a second shot of that.
And look at that. All right, so here's the chicken farm, and here's with a foot measurement next to it. It's showing up.
Oh my god!
This is gigantic.
Apparently,
leftovers for tomorrow.
It says no tomato, but they put tomato on it.
That was a difficult order.
That
no
was
tomato,
challenging. Really, good job.
That is not getting the fire out. This is water dripping out. Alright, morning of day 5 of Route 271 shelters. Just finishing packing up here. Glass of the coffee. My review of the 271 shelter area is a lot of water right outside, a lot of mud right outside this whole shelter. We're in 3. Bathrooms are all right. The water, the firewood was completely drenched. I mean, it wouldn't burn all night. It was just dripping water all night. What else? There's a stream over here. The water pump is broke. It's over there. It's been broke. It was broke last year when I was here. And this stream over here was dried up when we were here last September. It's not very great right now, so the closest water is a half a mile down the access road to the parking lot pump. So yeah, you might want to, anybody doing this shelter area should consider their water situation. Alright, 8:30 a.m. rolling out of camp. 14 miles today, or no, 12 and a half I think. Plus this long connector trail back to the main trail. This is probably about a mile back to the main trail. Mike said it's getting to 57 today for the high. And it's cool, Smokey came in, just drove in and walked down here last night to join us for the festivities on the last night. Here's the wood pile, the wet wood pile. Alright, get this day going. So that way out in the distance, that tall smokestack, that's Indiana, PA. That is the tallest smokestack in the United States.
Get out of here.
The second tallest in North America, the third tallest in the world. Alright, we got less than 8 miles to go, and time for the song of the day for day 5. I got Ozzy Osbourne, Mr. Crowley, in particular the Randy Rhoads outro guitar solo. So on day 2 of this trip, we did 19.3 miles, I think it was, and that was my new longest one day total. But yesterday we did, I think it was 20.8, so that's my first time cracking the 20-mile mark. And I don't know how many more 20s are in my future. After 15 miles, it just starts to get to be like, you know, let's just get where we're going and get this day over with. But I mean, that's just what I'm feeling right now. Today's nowhere near that distance, and but actually not feeling too bad. But we'll see how bad I feel a few days from now. All right, now I think yesterday, 2 days ago, I was mentioning how good the water sources are on the trail. We are just past mile marker 64, and the last water I can remember seeing is somewhere around the tic-tac-toe board. That must have been 15 miles ago. We haven't seen anywhere. There was a seasonal spring, or seasonal like stream, but I wouldn't count on it. And looks like John's considering getting water out of this mess here. It just got ice on the top still.
Yeah, I think I'll wait.
I would wait too.
I'm not out of water.
City of Johnstown, PA down there. I think it's the Conemaugh River. Can't remember. That's the river that flooded back in the 18 whatevers. Power line rocks. We got 2 miles left. We just passed the 68 marker. And pretty nice view over that way. Okay, the trail does not go down there, although it'll come back up. You'll be all right. But, here's the entrance to Rhododendron Tunnel number 1. This is really cool. And then, of course, the random iron piece jammed into this boulder for some reason. And this is beginning Rhododendron Tunnel number 2. Alright, there's the 70-mile marker, and my suspicions were correct. This 69 to 70 mile markers are way too close. I measured it out as 7/10 of a mile, and we did according to these markers, we did the last mile in 12 minutes, which is not correct. Another successful Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail through hike in the books.